evening, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon or evening's step-by-step plan to finding your purpose. I am Tia Glenn, and I will be your host this evening. So good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. And I am going to introduce the speaker this evening, Mr. Dennis Nickens. He is a certified behavioral consultant. He is the CEO of Total Package LLC, which is a relationship building company where he focuses in on building relationships. And he is an author. He has written several books, Doing It God's Way, It Works, Unbroken Vows, Keeping It Together for the married couples, Marriage, It's More Than a Thing, digital and DVD video recording. And he has been called to the area of relationships. He's married to his queen, Barbara Nickens, and he is a graduate from the University of Ashford with a master's in business administration with a concentration in finance. And he is also a graduate from Sonship School of the Firstborn, where he received a certification in theology. He is also certified in behavioral analysis through the DISC program. And so with that, he is going to be going over that program. He's also a leader and a weekly speaker on the Divinely Connected Prayer Call, where he comes together Monday through Friday to talk about relationships God's way. His motto is, it's not about him, but all about Jesus. Jesus is the one who died for us. And the more that we ingrain Jesus into our relationship, the better off we will be. So I am excited for you to hear this information on this evening. And with that, I am going to turn the call over to the speaker of the hour, Mr. Dennis Nickens, AKA Spiritual Romeo. Dennis, are you ready?
Yes, my sister. Do you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you.
Awesome. I want to thank you, my sister, for definitely supporting me today, for putting this presentation together. People were coming to me and saying, Dennis, I hear you talk about a lot of things, and I hear you talk about finding your purpose. So I definitely want to tell you I appreciate you supporting this vision that I have in order for me to really try to help people understand the importance of finding your purpose, the reason why you exist. So again, I thank you. I salute you, my sister, for supporting your brother. As my sister has stated, I'm Dennis Nickens, aka Spiritual Romeo, and I am a certified behavioral consultant. And my focus in life really is to motivate people in finding their purpose, understanding the significance of their existence, and realize they can change the world. When you can find your purpose, I'm letting you know, family, your life changes forever. It changes forever. And as my sister stated, I've written several books, and I actually have a new book that's coming out. It's for singles. It's called Singlehood is Okay to Be Selfish. And the interesting thing, when I had that title, a couple of people read it and like, hey man, that title, it just seemed a little strange. I said, but when you understand who you are and you understand your purpose, then you realize that you should be priority number one. It's a phenomenal book. It should be coming out maybe around the end of August. My prayer is that I can release it on my birthday, which is August 30th, the best month of the year. I'm just saying that. So I'm just saying that. So I'm just let you guys know I'm excited about release of the new book. Also excited about my other projects that I wrote. I'm just excited about the things for which God has me doing. The thing that I'm doing, I'm chasing my purpose. And when I talk about this word purpose, the thing I need for you to understand, the reason why you exist is because of your purpose. The reason why you were created is revolve around your purpose. And when you can structure your mind around that, your existence is connected to your purpose, then you will understand the significance of you identify and finding out what is my purpose. As a believer of the Word of God, and one thing that I do when I read the Word of God, I apply it to myself. And I try to have my mind structure around the Word of God and how it applies to me in order for me to move forward. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord." The plan is, the wherefore of the plan is not for evil, it is for good, in order for your future to be bright, in order for it to connect to your hope. So you can understand the structure for which you were created. When he created you, he had a plan in mind. He spoke into your life. He breathed air into your life in order for you to exist. So if he understood the plan, don't you think it's important for you to understand what is the plan that is connected to your purpose? That's very important. And then in Romans, it tells you that, and we know that for these things, the love of God, all the things, they work together for the good. So everything works together for your benefit. It's for your good. Your purpose is designed for your benefit, your good, and it is designed for your life to excel. You need to be in the position of excellence. You need to understand that when you were created, you were capable based on you being strong. Your purpose is strong enough to energize you in order to sustain your life. Your purpose, the reason why you were created, is strong, is energetic, should inspire you for something that is revolve around greatness. And the other thing about your purpose is very attractive. It's something that you just think about it. For those who are married, when I met my wife, she was attracted to the eyes. I'm like, wow, she was a beautiful young lady. And me being a handsome young man, she said the same thing about me. That's right. You should be thinking about yourself. I'm not unattractive. I said, I am attractive. So again, it's something that pulls you. That's what your purpose do. When you can find out what your purpose is, it is attractive to the eyes. That means it's something that, within you say, wow, what is it? Something that draws me closer and closer. It's something that is beautiful. It's charming, but it definitely should get your attention. When it gets your attention, guess what? Now it gives you hope. It gives you hope. When you have this thing they call hope, it identifies with a certain thing about you. It's an identification. And like like the presentation, it's that fingerprint. It's that fingerprint that is on your life. I believe that your faith is connected to hope. It's an aspiration of things that revolve around hope. It should give you conviction. The thing about hope, it is this beacon of light that really shines in darkness. Because when you don't know what your purpose is and you've given up hope, just think about when you don't have hope, you just, I think about some of these people who are homeless. They've given up hope. This beacon of light, this thing for which they tried to identify with, they can no longer identify with based upon they don't know their purpose, and they've given up on this thing that's called hope. It is significant for you to have hope in order for you to have purpose. But the other thing that you need to understand, you have value. You are valuable. And when you understand your value, family, trust you me, that right there is a game changer. You need to understand you're fearfully and wonderfully made. So when you were put together, you were done in a wonderful way. You were put together with no fear, no concern. When you put your hands to the plow, based upon you understanding your purpose, you understand when you do things, it's done from the perspective of you being great, recognizing your value, recognizing that there was a cost associated with you being put together. When your mother and your father came together and they had you, there was a cost that was associated with that. So there was an expense. There is a benefit for you identifying with your purpose and recognize that you are valuable. You need to understand your quality, not quantity. Quantity comes out of the quality that you produce. Other people benefit and other people want to connect with you based upon you understanding your worth. When you understand that I am worth something and my purpose identifies with my worth, it has value. You can see the cost, the worth, it's all connected with this thing that's called value. Now, when you take your hope and you add it to value, it identifies with your purpose. Those two work together in order to identify with your purpose. You cannot have one without the other. You need both of them in order to identify with your purpose. Now you say, okay, Dennis, I see you talk about things, but my thing is that, okay, what is the process? That's where the people struggle. What is the process that I go through in order to identify with my purpose? There are 5 things that you're going to have to do, I believe, and it would identify with your purpose. The first thing you need to do is you need to have aspiration. What do you aspire to do? It starts with aspiration. And then from aspiration, it goes to direction. From direction, it comes up with a plan. A plan puts together your goals, and your goals gives you determination. Those 5 things allow you to identify with your purpose. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain each one of these things so it gives you a clear picture of what it is when identified with your purpose. First thing we deal with is aspiration. When you look at this word, it's an aspiration. It gives you hope. It's something that has value. And understand, your aspiration should not be connected to money. That means something that you desire to do to where, you can't put a price tag on what you're doing. Because when you're trying to run after money, then it really isn't about your purpose. But if you find so much joy in doing the thing that you do, you'll do it for free. Because you have a love affair and you aspire to do something that changes other people's lives. When you can change other people's lives, it starts off with a seed. A seed within your spiritual mindset. The seed is the thing you aspire to do. It starts off with a seed. Just think about a tree. A tree starts off with a seed that produces fruit. It aspires to do something. It has aspiration in order to be a producer. You're someone that is created to produce fruit. Your aspirations do something great. Like me, for example. When I was a little boy, I ran my mouth. My mom and dad to tell you, I like to run my mouth. Yes, I love to talk. I didn't know what to do with it, but I knew it was, I used to get in trouble in school. My teacher tell me that he talks a lot. And guess what? I didn't realize as a young lad but guess what? It was a seed that was planted. But I also dreamed. I had a whole bunch of dreams. Understand, the seed creates the dreams. Now, all these things I thought about, I tried a whole bunch of things. I played basketball, but the one thing that one thing that never went away, I still continued to talk. It's something that was inspired into me. I just watch people on television. I just watch, comedians, things that really been aligned. I aspired to do something based upon the dreams that I had. And as my dream, I yearn to do something. There's something about you. You're going to be yearning to do something. It will not go away based upon it connects to your aspiration. And your aspiration turns into passion. You have a passionate desire to do things like what I'm doing right now. I found my purpose in life. Now my aspiration is connected to my passion. You can see I'm passionate about me doing what I am doing. And when you're passionate about that, that's inspiring. It starts out when I was a child. I aspired to do something great. Even when I wanted to, I saw my uncles building houses, but I was thinking, okay, I can build houses, I can talk to clients. It still identified my aspiration to connect with people, to give them something I believe that was beautiful. Now, the next thing you need is direction. That's a course. You need something that points you in the right direction. And when it deals with direction, the first thing that you need is a mentor. Mentorship is so important. I have 7 males and 7 female mentors that speaks into my life, but they also support me. Whenever I put a project out, those mentors understand their responsibility. The mentors recognize and they understand that there's a responsibility of me being involved in your life. When I'm involved in your life, it's based on my experience. You want a mentor that has experience in being involved in someone's life. You want to reach out to someone. Sometimes it costs you something. Sometimes you have to spend a little bit of money, but you don't think about the money that you're spending. It's not something that you spend, it's an investment. When you understand you're investing into the mentor life and the mentor investing back to you, it connects to that seed. It connects to that seed. Based upon they understand They are accountable about what they speak, breathe into your life. They're accountable about everything that they do involving your life, because they realize, the mentor realized that, hey, you know what? The goal is to help you get where you're trying to go. They understand that, and they have the skills that identify with them being able to pour into your life. They have the skills because they understand they're supposed to direct you in the way that you should go, like a ship and a captain. A captain directs in the path, but without the proper wind behind it, the ship can't go anyway. So, but the captain has the skills to be able to assist you. And now they have authority. They have the authority to correct you when you are in error. They have authority to let you know when you're going right, you're going wrong, you're going left, wherever you're going. They are very observant to make sure they give you proper direction. They want to make sure you stay on course. So when you're staying on course, you understand you have a goal in mind. You have something in place. They want to direct you. So now when they direct you, family, next thing you want to do, need to come up with a plan. If you look at this picture, see that this person is thinking about it. They think about, that mentor in their life. The aspiration connects to the mentor. The mentor speaks to their life. And then you come up with a plan. It's a detailed proposal. So all these things, the one thing that I did when I first started going down this road of utilizing the gift that God gave me, I had a mirror and I had all these things on my mirror based upon, it started out with a plan because God gave me an idea. There was an idea. These are ideas that are associated with your plan. You have to look at it. How much does it cost? See, all these ideas come up in your head. Allow them to come. As they come, you want to make sure you are writing it down. You want to make sure you are putting those things down because you are creating a pattern. There's a pattern associated with the idea. There's a declaration. It comes up with a design. You are creating a design based upon the pattern that you are putting in place. And then you're creating a system. So all these things are working together based upon you coming up with a system. These are things that are working together, your ideas, your pattern, and you're creating a system. And your system has meaning. Your system has meaning. It means something to you, not to me. Understand, this is something that God has placed on the inside of you. And when it has meaning, it leads me to the next point. It deals with your goals. Understand, your idea turned into your goals. Now you're saying, okay, I have a target. I have a target. I know where I'm trying to go. When I have a target, I am being very specific where I'm trying to go. There's a clear identifying idea to say, okay, I want to be X, Y, and Z. You should put, like me, the first thing I started off with my books. And when I wrote my books, I understand the thing that I have a desire for is to deal with relationships. Because my parents were married over 50 years, my aunts and uncles. So a lot of people were married 50 years. So I like the environment that they created. So my thing is that I also got frustrated, irritated, seeing unhealthy relationships. So what I ended up doing, I said, okay, my goal is that I want to encourage people and let people know that you can have a healthy relationship. So I had to be very specific in the target area. My desire, my goal is to be in the writing 8 books. And some people are like, wow, that is a lot. But all 8 of those books are surrounded around the goal that I have in building relationships. There's things that I'm putting in place. So that it's measurable. These are things I know I can accomplish because these are desires and the dream that God put inside of me. So he's already shown me in my head, in my mind, he's already shown me where I'm trying to go. So that's what you should be. These are things that are measurable to you, not to anybody else, because it came to you. Now everybody's going to understand what you're trying to accomplish because when God brings people into your life, there are support mechanisms. It should be, what can I do to assist you? What can I do to help you? My thing is that my goals, I want to ensure that you can achieve. These things are achievable. You can achieve these goals. You can accomplish these things. It's not from my vision, it's your vision. Don't allow anyone to discourage you and tell you what you cannot accomplish. You are on your own timetable. The thing that a friend of mine, he just said he was with his brother. I never forget one of my best friends. He passed away at a very young age, and there were some goals he had in mind, the things he wanted to accomplish. My thing, I told my wife, I said, you know what? If I was to leave this earth right now, I'm satisfied because I have identified with my purpose. I have identified, so I make sure it is realistic to me. I know I can accomplish these goals. I'm putting these things in place. I invest into my life. You need to make sure it is realistic, and you need to believe in yourself. When you can believe in yourself, other people will recognize based upon the things of which you're doing. They say, man, that person is very focused, and it's revolved around these goals you have put together. And then, family, when you do those things, you become determined. When you have those goals, when you line those goals up, you become determined. You are fixed on the decision that you made. You make the decision that this is what I want to do. So you need to dedicate yourself. Dedicate yourself in going after these goals. Dedicate yourself to investing into mentors. Dedicate yourself into making sure your ideas come to pass. Your dedication is something that has quality. It has value. It's something that really should have your attention. Do not get distracted. Make sure you understand that you should be laser focused, because you need to be bold. You should have boldness inside of you. Say, hey, you know what? I know I can accomplish this. I'm not going to allow anyone to distract me because I know what I am capable of doing. I know what I have the ability to do. You need to be very persistent. Make sure you are persistent. Make sure that you have a firm hold on what you said you wanted to accomplish. And when you can do that thing, you need to pull your whole heart into it. When you can put your whole heart into the situation, family, guess what? Now you have identified with your purpose. So in review, I'm going to go over this one more time. You need to have it needs to start with your aspiration. You need to aspire with something. That comes with an idea when you were young. There's something that doesn't leave your side. It's like that thorn in your side. It doesn't leave you. So you can't pull it out. It won't go away. It will be there for the rest of your life. Then you need to look for direction. Your aspiration gives you direction. It's going to direct you. It's going to guide you. And then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to come up with a whole bunch of plans and ideas in your head. Put them on your mirror. Put all these things together. And then you want to put goals in place. I want a step-by-step process. Step-by-step process. And when you do the step-by-step process, step out and become determined. You need to be determined. And when you are determined, family, don't allow anyone to stop you from accomplishing your goals. And if you put these things in place, I have no doubt you will be able to identify with your purpose. You will be able to identify with the thing that God has put inside of you. It belongs to you. Don't allow anyone to discourage you. Don't allow anyone to distract you. You need to understand, are you willing to put in the work? If you're able to put in the work, I have no doubt that you will find your purpose, you will accomplish the things you desire to accomplish, and you will be more than a conqueror. I'm Dennis Nickens, aka Spiritual Romeo, family, and I am here to assist and help you. Whatever I can do to assist you and help you, family, I am here. You can reach out to me. You can contact me at dennisnickens.com, and just understand, as a behavior consultant, and Spiritual Romeo is out to encourage individuals to have healthy relationship regardless of where they can be found. My sister Tia, turn it back on you and you can close us out.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, Dennis, for tonight's presentation on unlocking human potential. As we wrap up, thank you. I see Michael and India on the line with us. Do you guys have any questions or any items that we can answer for you on tonight? If so, you can either post them in the chat or you can unmute your line on Zoom and ask your question live, whichever you prefer. Okay. Hearing no questions, I guess you guys are all clear. So thank you again for joining tonight. And if you think of any questions, you can always reach out to Dennis on Facebook or via email or phone for any questions that you may have. Thank you again for joining, and you guys have a fabulous evening. India says she's good. Okay. Thank you, India. Thank you so much for joining. Michael, you good? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. All right. I got the thumbs up. So thank you again for joining. And we look forward to working with you guys with our behavioral consultant, Dennis Nickens. Thank you, Dennis. Outstanding.
All right. Awesome. Guys, have a nice night.
Thanks. Good night.